to the show. We have a great episode here for you today around the topic of branding. It's always very important with all things PR to figure out your company's brand voice, and then from there, that dictates your brand narrative. And of course, from your brand narrative, you then begin to pick the stories that you tell, which is how you appease and find customers in order to build brand loyalty. So, in all things automotive, has Jaguar really lost its mind? Or is there more to it? It was never going to go well. Jaguar released its new logo and branding imagery in a flurry of imagery that can only look ridiculous to most of its followers in the UK, who largely associate the brand with Lame, Inspector Morse, wood and leather interiors, and powerful internal combustion engines. This is a James Bond type car. The backlash was teeth-grindingly negative, called out as woke by right-leaning mainstream media and even breakfast TV. Everyone seemed to suddenly be a Jaguar expert, and all were apparently deeply horrified. I can confirm that the first hour of the press presentation was also packed with the same imagery and lots of overly sincere talk of exuberant modernism and copy nothing. The latter, a take on founder Sir William Lyon's belief that a Jaguar should be a copy of nothing. The over-egged point was that Jaguar wants to be unique and original again, with striking designs and bold colors, rather than trying for the mass market in which it wasn't able to compete even when up against BMW and Audi, let alone in the future when Chinese cars will undercut them all. After an hour or so of this, the concept car was finally revealed, and the marketing nonsense was mostly forgotten. The response seemed largely positive. The concept car is said to indicate the design language of the production models to follow, the first of which will be a four-door GT. It will be revealed on December 2 at Miami Art Week, where the marketing will feel far less inappropriate. So for those listeners who don't understand the car industry, I can educate you there. I've worked with a few clients in the past who were auto manufacturers or in the auto industry. So what they do is when they review or reveal new models or do car shows, like an auto show, they'll bring what they call concept cars. These are cars that aren't necessarily going to be on the market, but cars that show enthusiasts, journalists, media, and attendees what their engineering prowess is, what their design aspirations are, and what they can create. So you might see a car that looks like a spaceship, but it's not necessarily going to be produced for consumers to buy. It's a showing off of, here's what we can do, here's what the technology can bring, here's what we have in-house, here's what we can manufacture. Not necessarily these are the new models coming out this year. Now, we're under embargo on the concept car until the Miami launch. But I think we can get away with saying that it's like no other Jaguar you've seen before, that it's brave, bold, and striking. That it's the absolute opposite of the bland XE executive salute that's signified the end of the existing company in many ways. The image that's been released is of the concept car's windowless rear, while the spy shots show the first of the heavily camouflaged four-door GT. To be honest, it doesn't look that spectacular. Looks like cars that are already in market. The negative comments that followed the reveal of the logo were unanimous in the opinion that this new look Jaguar is dead. Actually, current Jaguar is more or less dead anyway, and not because production has now stopped. This is pure killer cure, reinventing Jaguar for a brave new world that inevitably will feature EV propulsion. They're trying to jump on the electric vehicle wave. Where the negative comments do chime in is on the logo. The mix of upper and lowercase, said by the design team to provide balance and symmetry, looks modern but not premium. And the same can be said of the JR device, though they look better on the car than they do shown in isolation. There was outrage in some of the media that the Growler badge depicted the face of a Jaguar big cat has been killed off. But honestly, does that type of badging fit with any car brand anymore? Surely not. It's looked dated for years. The famous Leaper has been retained, however, as his only right. The new Leaper is shown over a series on straight lines, referred to as the strike-through, which you'll see from the rear corner of the car is a design treatment used on the bodywork too. So the verdict: ignore the cringe-worthy to our tastes marketing and imagery. Accept that you need to see the car before making further judgments, and hope that Jaguar can pull this off when it reemerges as an all-EV manufacturer in 2026. So, leave your comment below. We are interested to see what you think. Is this a bold move by Jaguar to move into this wokeness, so to speak, with brand new colors, different imagery? Or is this a huge risk a la Bud Light by changing the image and not staying true to what has made the company great in the past, which was luxury, performance, exclusivity, price, and so on? Let us know what you think. Very interesting. There are two sides to a coin. It's either this is a home run, everybody is talking about them. So will we look back and say, wow, we are going to eat our words, this was the right move? Or will we look back and say, once upon a time, there was a brand of car called a Jaguar? Please subscribe to the channel, hit the like, head over to Samson King, buymeacoffee.com/Samson King, rather. Make a small donation, always appreciated. And we'll follow this story and bring you more as it develops. And as always, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.